Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. It's Sandra Alexa here, and I'm here to inspire and update you. And today what we're going to do is I'm going to do the entire synopsis of the book in 5 different videos, and they'll be sequential. Okay, so basically I'm a spiritual and business coach, an author, an educator, an evolutionary astrologer, a numerologist, and a muse. And I was born with a veil, so I have like second sight. So I like to inspire people with my astrology and doing readings and that type of thing. I use self-discovery tools to identify your purpose and your mission, empowering you to maximize your potential. So it's about living in alignment with your authentic self, your sovereign being, and your destiny and dharma. Okay, so I am the co-author of Game Changer, and Game Changer is the new model of relationships, very Aquarian, and it came out in 2019, and then we had the pandemic, but we do have Pluto that's going to be moving into Aquarius, so we're in the Aquarian energy. So today I want to discuss the very first chapter. There are 11 chapters in it, okay? And actually, if you go to the top right, you can see where you can order it from Amazon. And if you go underneath into the Show Me section, you can see my personal muse, my website, and all the services I offer. And there's a photo kind of section where you can see all the different things that I have done. And so I would really appreciate it today if you would like this video. If you would comment on it, you get a chance to win a mini session with me. I do it on Zoom, and I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel. Okay, so this is going to be the video series, and it's on Game Changer, which is a relationship book, the new model. Okay, there are actually 11 chapters, and I will do a sequential synopsis so you get the idea. So while I would do 2 chapters per video, this will give you an idea of if you feel you would like to order, and you can order it from up on the top of the YouTube channel. It shows you there. And so my personal muse, if you look at my website, it also takes you to the YouTube channel. And that's where there's also a press release. And this particular book was endorsed by Ken and Leslie Donaldson of ITR Polygraph, and Dr. D. Ivan Young, a relationship coach from the US, and Dorothy Briggs from Woman Nation Divorce Magazine. So the very, very first chapter is called Self-Discovery. Okay, and so there are some fun exercises, interactive exercises that you can do. And so know thyself by doing the 8 areas of self-assessment exercises. That's to get to know yourself. And if you got this before we had the pandemic and you do it now, I'm sure some of the answers would be different, because this whole thing that we've been through was about revealing the authentic self. So there are 20 questions in each section, 8 sections, and you will do them. And you will have your partner do them, or your partner to be do them. There are some tough questions, and you can always say, well, Game Changer is the one that wants them to be revealed, as they can be very personal. Your relationships will make you or break you and ensure you know yourself and your potential partner. So there are 8 areas, and I will give you an example for each area. Okay, so 8 areas, each one has 20 questions, but there's a lot of self-interactive ones that are really neat to do. So the first one is your Know Yourself assessment example. So an example would be one of the questions. There's 20. I'm going to do one for each one. Identify your personal joy, fulfillment, and meaning in life. And a written response is required. The next one is your financial and monetary relationship assessment. Example, do you carry any large debt? Yes or no? If yes, a written response required. Number 3, personal boundaries and environment assessment. Example, do you take pride in keeping your environment neat, clean, and organized? Yes or no? 4, personal communication style assessment. An example, can you effectively express your needs, wants, and desires to others? A simple yes or no. If no, would you consider making a greater effort in the area, considering how important it is to a relationship? Yes or no. So the 5th one is mind, body, and spirit for health and fitness assessment. An example, do you have any health problems or concerns? Yes or no. The 6th one is family and children assessment example. Have you considered having children or not having children? Yes or no. 7 is personal recreation and travel assessment example. How many times a year do you plan to travel, and what time of year can you travel? Written response. Number 8, a blended family assessment example. Would you prefer a partner without children? Yes or no? So this is the first chapter. There's 8 different areas of 20 questions each. Plus, there's a lot of information on knowing oneself and some fun exercises to do. Okay, so that's chapter 1. We're going to go to the next chapter because I said I would do 2 chapters per video. So chapter 2 is about personal power, boundaries, and self-mastery. The chapter deals with how to optimize your personal power so that you can be your own generator. And it talks about the types of boundaries, and they're expounded upon. That's material boundaries, physical boundaries, mental and intellectual, emotional, sexual, and spiritual. From knowledge and wisdom, you go to create your own personal boundaries and together create relationship boundaries for a loving, comfortable, and sustainable partnership. And basically, so that's chapter 1 and chapter 2. And the Aquarian relationship is becoming a whole individual, okay, as opposed to becoming codependent. So when you're a whole individual, you have all of this, like we say, together. Left, right brain, head, heart, hair, masculine and feminine, and you're self-sufficient. You are on purpose and that type of thing. And so basically that's what this is all about. Can you have a sustainable life yourself, and then you merge with a partner? Okay, so thank you so much. Chapter 1, chapter 2 of Game Changer. Okay, and you can order it if you go to the top of YouTube from Amazon, and it actually comes in audio, ebook, soft cover, and hardcover. So again, I'd appreciate it if you would comment, if you would share, and if you would subscribe to the channel. So many blessings and much love.